This is Pastor Matt Richard, and I've had a great privilege of writing a new book for Concordia Publishing House titled, Will the Real Church Please Stand Up? 7 False Churches. Now, this book is a follow-up to the very first book I did with CPH titled, Will the Real Jesus Please Stand Up? 12 False Christs. And today I'd like to just share a little bit more about that book. So if you have some time, stick around and let's go for a drive. As I sit here parked in downtown Minot, there are a lot of churches around here if you have not noticed. Right over here we have a Lutheran church, another Lutheran church denomination. We have the Catholic church over there, the Episcopal church right over here. And so within, a couple of minutes here of where my church is at, St. Paul's Lutheran Church, we have probably a half a dozen, if not 8 churches. So that brings up an interesting point. As you drive through the landscape of any town, you will see church after church after church, sometimes on every corner. But how do you discern which church is good and which one is not? Which one is a real church and which are false churches? It's always interesting in communities. You hear things about churches, the different improvements that are going on, the different programs, the different features that churches like to highlight. For example, there's a church just down the street here that did close to, it was like $500,000 or $600,000 improvement on their sanctuary, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Other churches, you'll hear about them doing different things with children's ministry programs, or maybe perhaps a church has great music, or even a church's political spectrum. Maybe they're for one party or the next, they're very involved in politics. So are these the factors that make a church, make it a quality church, if you will? In the book, Will the Real Church Please Stand Up? 7 False Churches, you will meet a family called the Campbells as they move to the town of Midway. And in Midway, they're going to encounter various churches as they go exploring for their new church home. And they're going to ask that basic question, what makes a real church real? What is a good church? Is it the coffee? Is it the music? Is it their political affiliation? Or is it something else? One of the blessings of writing this book has been for me as a pastor to slow down and ask 2 simple but yet profound questions. And that is this. The first, what is the unity of the church? And the second is, what is the purpose of the church? As you page through the new book, Will the Real Church Please Stand Up? 7 False Churches, you'll find that the Campbells are asking those same 2 questions. What is the unity and purpose of each church that they visit in Midway? And as you will hear, that much of the unity and purpose is misplaced. Maybe not intentionally, but indeed it is misplaced, which then makes it a false church. So again, I invite you to come along and go on that journey as the Campbells discover the real church that has a real unity and a real purpose in the new book, Will the Real Church Please Stand Up? 7 False Christs, available from Concordia Publishing House this fall of 2024.